This is the 17th meeting between the teams, and New Mexico State has dominated. They've won 7 straight. They're 14-2 against the Lopes. 2-4 are GCU here at home. New Mexico State 8-0. And at the WAC tourney, they are 2-0 in the championship game. Our officials are Larry Spalding, Bob Staffen, and Kirby Sitton. Okpo to take the tip, along with Aore Coachea. Lopes fans remain on their feet till the home team hits the first bucket. The Aggies bring it up. Gilliard plays catch there. McCants. Queen back out top.
Yeah, interesting to see the Lopes come out in zone defense for this first possession. Got the Aggies a little frustrated.
Back out driving. Gilliard stops, trying to bust through and kisses it off the glass.
Don't want that. The shot clock's about to expire. They let it get right into the heart of their defense. I thought maybe he might have gotten away with a little bit of a travel slide in his pivot foot, but just beat the 30-second shot clock.
Johnson takes it.
Well, a lot of contact underneath there, but the officials are saying that it was just a block shot and the ball is going to remain to the Lopes. But look at this. Carlos Johnson hard to the hole. A ton of contact underneath there. No call. They're going to let him play tonight.
Yeah. 19 on the shot clock. Labor takes it from Johnson. Fletcher driving baseline. Kick back out. Goes into the Aggies bench.
Yeah, that's that good Aggie defense. They really slide their feet on the dribble drive. Blackshear, a little under the weather tonight, as you mentioned, was not able to turn the corner. Got caught in the air with the basketball and nobody to throw the ball to. You had to throw it right out of bounds to the Aggies bench.
All the way over to Queen. Kick back out. Queen has it again. Lays up the three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound. Aggies will have it. It went off Blackshear. Battling there with Gilliard.
The long shots produce long rebounds. That's why you need 5 guys going to that basket on those boards every time a long shot is taken, because that ball can bounce outside that interior area. You got to get somebody to get those long boards.
Weiss back out. Gilliard looking left. Moves right. Stuttering in, kicks back out, long distance. McCants not there. Rebound. Dixon gets a hand on it, brings it up. Stops beyond the arc.
Nice work on the boards that time by Dixon, battling underneath.
Moves right, drives, kicks out, stopping and popping. Okpo doesn't go. Aggies with the rebound.
That's Okpo's shot right there, little 10-footer on the baseline.
Gilliard beyond the arc, leaves it for Rice, looks for 3. Off the mark. Loose ball picked up by Dixon. Lopes down by 2 early on, looking for their first bucket. Into Labor. Turns to the bucket. Kicks back out. Blackshear puts it on the ground. Drives. Stopping. Not there for the Lopes early on.
Again, a lot of contact on that dribble drive.
Driving Gilliard. Foul called on Blackshear. Now the whistle.
Yeah, you can see how quickly the Aggies can get the ball from one end of the floor to the other. Just 5 seconds came off of that shot clock before the shot even went up. Just so fast in transition. Down in a blur, and you can see Blackshear swiping down at the basketball before getting his hands raised in the air. The officials are going to call that one.
Gilliard at the line, 68% free throw shooter.
We talked about him earlier tonight. He switched up his number on his jersey.
Going with 0. Connects on both. Little press here, getting into Blackshear. Now they back off. 4-0 early on, Aggies. Blackshear motions over to Johnson. back out front. Okpo left alone. Johnson, a long three. In and out. Rebound, Aggies.
Last 2 shots offensively for the Lopes. Got deep in that basketball before the cylinders spit them back out. Look at the battle inside between the 2 bigs.
Quick ball movement by the Aggies. Gilliard drives. And in, wide open lane for Gilliard.
Wow, he is really fast with that basketball and tricky with a little hesitation dribble. Fool Blackshear.
Dixon, travel. Shoot the ball, Marley said to Dixon. I have no idea why he hesitated. Lopes have had 5 offensive possessions, 2 turnovers, and they're shooting 0 for 3. Not the start here on their home court they were hoping for against the top team in the conference. Gilliard back out. He has it again. Played sharp here early on. Rice moved right, cut back left, bounce pass. Ore Koachea. Baseline. Oh, did he step out? Man, that right foot looked like very close.
Beautiful spin move. The double team came from the middle. He spun baseline away from him, was able to get by Labor for the easy 2 once he got by Labor.
Driving, Johnson tried to thread a needle, but didn't happen.
Oh, you can see it's been very tough to get a bucket against this Aggies D.
Gilliard leaves. Ore Koachea puts the Aggies up 10-zip early on, and they are feeling it here on the visitors' court. They're riding a 16-game winning streak, and looking sharp are the Aggies.
All right, well, obviously tonight's game 1 circled on the calendar for Lopes players and fans alike because the Aggies are the team to beat. As we take a look at the WAC standings, not only are they a perfect 13-0 in conference play this season, but dating back to last year, they have won 28 straight regular conference games, sitting in that first place with just a couple weeks out to the WAC tournament play in Las Vegas. Cal Baptist looks good with that record, 9-4, but they are not eligible for tournament play as they make that transition into Division I play. Seattle U and Grand Canyon University, though, they are fighting for that number 2 seed. And so although the Aggies, have control right now in WAC regular season play, as we all know, there's a reason why you put that madness when you come into March play, guys, right?
It is that 3rd season. Right now, they have been on a roll. You mentioned the 28 straight in conference, and you had 3 more for the tournament. That's 31 straight league games. Inbound, Johnson gathers. Kicked over. Blackshear driving. Carlos Johnson, he can't put it home. Putting it in though. Bryce Okpo. Thank you.
That's where you want Bryce Okpo to live, on that offensive glass. You're not going to run any plays for him. You're going to tell him to go get everything off that offensive glass. And he was certainly right in the right spot, following up that drive by Carlos Johnson. But I like Carlos Johnson putting his head down and going to the rim. Good things will happen if he continues to play like that.
Gilliard leaves it there for Rice. He takes it in.
Just too many points in the paint. Really driving that ball hard to the Lopes defense.
Blackshear. Oh, got a hand on it.
Oh no, and I love Carlos Johnson. The double tap. A lot of turnovers here to start this game and giving up too many points inside the paint. Yeah, that's the 3rd turnover for the Lopes here in this early going. And look at, I like a little 3-quarter press. Try to get the Lopes going here.
Gilliard takes it back from McCants, moves to his left. Queen, Rice, back to Queen. Far side, Gilliard kicks back to McCants. Goes inside, kick back out. They spread it around. Not there. Lopes ball.
Well, it wasn't a perfect job defensively, but the Lopes at least were scrambling, trying to cut off that interior, and they gave up the long 3, and they didn't get burned by giving up that outside shot.
Queen and McCants take a seat. The Aggies display their depth.
You mentioned this, how good this team has been in conference play. Amazing. Already have wrapped up the regular season title, their third regular season title in a row.
Renzo Jenkins in the game. Laver swarmed way over to Johnson. Has to quickly get it into Blackshear. Picked out for Laver for three. Bam!
Well, it wasn't pretty. The result is fantastic as Blackshear was able to corral that high pass and find his open big man out there on the perimeter.
Terrell Brown in the game. Kick back out for Rice. Ore Koachea working on Laver. Back out, loses the ball. Johnson picks it up.
That might have been Blackshear getting a hand in there and knocking that ball away.
Jenkins, front of the Aggies bench, looks for three. That's short, but underneath was Javon Blackshear.
Jenkins will tell you he was passing that ball to Blackshear.
Yeah, okay. All right, sure.
Couple offensive rebounds and putbacks, and now all of a sudden that 12-2 disadvantage is now only 5 points.
Bounce pass into Bobbitt, back out for Brown. Terrell Brown, bounce pass, back out, high-low, back out, well beyond the arc. Picked up by Blackshear, quickly up, Isaiah Brown. Moving, stopping, floating, short off the rim, the Aggies pick it up. Foul on Brown.
That's the one I would have liked to see Brown use his size and height advantage and drive it right in there. But look at this last one that Blackshear finds Laver out there on the perimeter, and I love this one right here because it looked like Jenkins had shot the air ball, but it was really a pass to his freshman point guard underneath.
What?
Well, maybe not. Maybe it was an air ball.
You all right?
But Blackshear did a nice job making sure he got to the glass. That's what I think I love about that freshman. He's not afraid to go inside and get on the glass.
Rice.
I love the way this Lopes team is communicating on defense with verbal and hand gestures, getting guys to rotate to the right spots on the floor in that trap.
Kick back out.
3 seconds in the lane. Alessandro Laver fired up underneath. Lopes on a 7-2 run, playing some good defense. Chance to get some more points.
McCants comes back into the game. Queen as well. Ore Koachea is going to take a seat. Rice is going to take a seat.
If that little three-quarter press, Lopes have done that against Chicago State to get themselves going early in that game. I wonder if Coach Marley went to that to try to get his team fired up on the defensive end. It might lead to some easy opportunities on the offensive end.
Jenkins in the paint, kicked out. Blackshear. Laver to his right. Carlos Johnson looking to move, threads the needle, loses the ball.
Yeah, I think he had that ball poked away. Officials are going to say it's going to stay with Lopes' ball, but just 7 seconds. Excuse me, yeah, 7 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. They'll have to hurry.
Jenkins. Got to move. Brown. Off balance shot, not there. Jenkins probably had a better shot at it. Buchanan. Give him a little bit of room. Bounce pass. Oh, they had to move quickly. Loose ball. Laver. Carlos got a hand on it. Been stuck here on 12-7 for a little while, both teams. Brown into Laver underneath. Patiently waits. Kiss off the glass.
Great hands by Laver in traffic to catch that basketball. A little pump fake, get the defense off the floor, then he goes back up and scores it. Nice 9-2 run. Lopes getting long shots. Aggies take long shots from the outside.
Battle silence, people. Terrell Brown.
I was just saying they hadn't had any success out there, and Brown went out there and dropped that one from 3.
Johnson. Laver. Leaves for Blackshear. Stopping inside the arc. Not there. Rebound. Laver got a hand on it. Aggies possession. 11:20 to go, opening half. The Lopes battling back, but the Aggies still lead by 6. We'll step aside and be right back from Phoenix.
Look at inside GCU Arena with a live crowd here. Lots of excitement. Right now, the Aggies 15-9 over GCU with under 12 to go. And we're talking basketball tonight, but baseball also underway here in the desert. And I'm joined now by Diamondbacks manager Tori Lovello. And baseball is here. And you guys are underway with spring training games. The season just right around the corner. What are you anticipating for the Diamondbacks this year?
Well, a lot of great things. You know, we feel very good about the team that we have. We brought some new faces in. We're super excited, but we can't play the game on a piece of paper. We got to go out and start working and get the job done. Speaking
of those new faces, Madison Bumgarner made his spring debut tonight, retiring 7 of the Aggies base. What are you hoping to see from your ace, and how did he look today?
Well, just that. Somebody that we can really rely on. He's a #1, and we know that. But his first outing was today. It told me that he's very prepared. The stuff came out really good. I know he gave up 1 run. I could care less about that. He's in a great spot.
We're still playing basketball here. We can sit down, but I want to chat really quick because baseball, GCU baseball, will be making a trip over to the Salt Rivers Fields to play you guys March 17th. What have you seen just from the athletic programs here at GCU, from Andy Stankiewicz to Dan Marley?
Well, as I'm getting to know the Valley a little bit, obviously this is a great landing spot for college athletes. And, you know, I know Andy Stankiewicz personally. He's done a terrific job here with the baseball program. Anytime we get him out to Salt River to play a game, it's a very good day for me as well.
All right, we wish you the best of the season ahead. And now let's get back to GCU basketball.
What an athletic offensive rebound. Lopes player thought he had that ball and just got snatched out of the air from about 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's just hustle right there. I mean, they just are relentless.
They're very athletic group, and like you said, deep. Doesn't matter who comes off that line, they are ready to perform.
Dixon for 3. In and out. Rebound, Aggies. Up tempo, quickly, moving, in, out, back out it goes. Off the rim, but there's the rebound again for Queen, and the putback. Oh! Look out, that left leg caught McCants.
I didn't see the action. I saw the athletic putback, and he's going to have to come out of this game. He is limping badly.
Yeah, that was, you could tell he was not coming down.
Oh, that's a shame. Don't want to see anybody ever get hurt out here. Take a look at it one more time. Don't get this one to go. He got up, and then does he step on somebody?
Oh, he did.
Oh,
was it Bobbitt?
I don't know if he stepped on somebody or did he hit a wet spot afterwards.
I think it was Bobbitt's left foot that he came down on. No. That first shot we saw it. Keep an eye on McCants. Brown. Laver. Kick back out, Dixon. Blackshear. Laver. 2 on him right now. They swarm him. Over to Dixon, 1 on the shot clock, and they're going to have a shot clock violation. That is just a relentless team effort of defense.
Yeah, they are fantastic in the half court defensively. They're working on McCants' ankle over there on the bench.
Lopes had cut it to 3, but New Mexico State on a 7-0 run. It is a watch and win night, folks. Text WIN the WAC to 602-639-8979. Name and where you're watching from. Put back again! Queen. Whoa!
An offensive foul on Queen after that putback? Oh, technical foul, rather. Technical foul on Queen. I don't know if he got him for taunting or excessive celebration, what that was, but he is so excited here in this rivalry game. Gets in here and gets it, and then, oh yeah, he did a chin up on the rim there. You can't do that. But off the pine, 4 points and 4 boards.
I think Aggies fans would probably be okay with that. The way they're playing.
Yeah,
this energy level. Why would you want to try to harness it?
You know, one of those things they figured, well, they're playing against a team coming off of 2 losses, and you've already secured the regular season. You thought maybe they might come in here half-stepping. Not a chance. They have come out here with both barrels. offensively and defensively getting it done early.
Teams love to come in here and try to silence this crowd. Johnson makes it work.
Carlin Johnson flexes muscles down that baseline.
Brown brings it up.
Coach Marley he doesn't like to see his team get outworked on the glass. He's not going to be happy with all these offensive rebounds and second chance points.
Buchanan directing traffic. Senior from Mississippi. Brown. Now for Bobbitt. Loose ball again. Fought after and won. Ore Koachea. Just owning the boards. That's not there. Dixon gathers that one in. Laver takes it from Mikey. Laver looking for Carlos. Bounce pass. Looking for some room. Two Aggies swarming him. Can't move. Kick back out. 4 on the shot clock. Dixon nowhere to go. Brown throws it up. Rebound underneath. Picked up by the Lopes. Put back off the glass. Not there. Foul committed. Oh my goodness.
Well, it was as ugly as it gets offensively for 29 seconds, but yet they continue to fight and get on the offensive glass and are able to get themselves another second chance opportunity.
21-12, the Aggies on top of the Lopes here, opening half, and the Aggies came in and punished the Lopes and been relentless on both ends of the court, showing why they are undefeated in this conference and riding the second best in the nation winning streak at 16 games.
Well, they're very good offensively. They really do a nice job moving that basketball around the perimeter, play unselfish offensively, and on defense, my goodness, I have not seen 5 guys work together so effectively shutting down an opponent.
Yeah, unselfish. That's how Coach Marley talks about these Aggies. They are. It is a total team effort. Javon Blackshear trying to hold his own here against the Aggies here early on in the opening half. The freshman, man, we can't say enough great things about his effort.
Now, I really like the way this kid comes out and plays. You know, he goes in there and defensively strips the basketball away. Then on offense, he gets on the offensive glass. He's got 2 points and 2 boards. Labor, boy, I tell you what, he's got an Ivan the Strong underneath, and he's making him work for everything he got. He gets down low, so it's going to be, you know, Blackshear and Laver and Carlos Johnson going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting if the Lopes going to have a chance to stay close here in this basketball game.
They've split the last 4 games, but the Aggies have won the last 2 here in Phoenix. You have to travel back to 2017 with a big 83-71 win, where the Aggies head coach is now the Lopes associate head coach, Marvin Menzies, who's out scouting and recruiting. For every 3-point shot that GCU makes, Canyon State Credit Union will make a donation to the Students Inspiring Student Scholarship. For more information, go to giving.gcu.edu. It is a watch and win night. All you need to do is text WIN the WAC to 602-639-8979 before halftime. Include your name and the city that you're watching the Lopes from, and you'll be entered into the watch and win contest. A winner will be randomly selected and announced in the second half for a pair of tickets to the WAC tournament. Lucky Dixon with 4 rebounds tonight at the line. Hits both.
I like this little trap here the Lopes have thrown on the Aggies after made free throws.
Brown brings it up. Takes some seconds off of that clock. Gilliard back in the game. And they got Gilliard back there. Give him a little bit of a break. Buchanan comes in, the senior from Mississippi. Yeah, he's just rolling him in. Gilliard. Brown stays in.
More to shoot.
McCants in the game. 2-1. Have to throw it up. Not there. Loose ball. Picked up by the Aggies. Brown. Here we go.
Played great defense for 30 seconds, then you give up the offensive board. 7 offensive rebounds now for the Aggies here. Early it going.
Driving, throwing it up, loose ball, Aggies. Man, they are just everywhere around the ball, and they are relentless.
Yeah, it seems like
Hustling.
they got 6 guys in black jerseys out there, the way they can move and get to the glass, and they follow their teammates to the boards. When someone drives that ball in there, they follow in there to clean it up. 8 second chance points.
Laver turns with his right hand and puts it home.
Oh, nice job by Laver, being patient, utilizing that great footwork that he's got on that block. Loves the left shoulder turn to the right hand hook. He's 3 for 3 from the field. 7 points.
Rice, paying catch with Gilliard. He leaves for Brown, back to Rice. McCants back in the game. Aggies fans happy to see that. Gilliard leaves for McCants. He tried to put it home, but he's fouled by Carlos Johnson.
What great interior passing there. But let's go back to this one by Laver. Hard down the left lane, and gets cut off by the second man defender there, and then spins it back off that left sneaker to the left shoulder, right hand hook. I really like the way he's playing under control offensively. It's just defense down here. But can they hit some bodies on bodies and keep them off that offensive glass? And can they keep them from penetrating that ball where they're not slipping it underneath the armpit of the help side defender so they don't get easy looks underneath? We talked about it when they went out that road up to Seattle and Utah Valley. The offense wasn't the problem. No. It was the defense. They shot nearly 50% from the field, but it was the defense giving up 90 points every time out. Yeah, that puts a lot of pressure on you to get a victory.
Mikey Dixon. Brown, front of the Aggies bench, looking to drive, kick back out. Dixon drives, baseline, steps back. Brown way out. 7 on the shot clock. Inside Laver, a little floater and in.
Nice little pick and roll to the mid-post area there by Laver. 4 for 4 now. Cooking.
McCants, Queen, underneath. Man, that was pretty. Amore Coachea.
Yeah, you got to get a little more ball pressure if you're going to try to put 2 guys on the basketball so they can't pass it so effectively to break your press.
Gilliard, Ian Brown. Picked off. Queen, but he's picked off. Johnson, can he hit a 3? Bam!
Wow, that was big. They lost the ball, and you're thinking the Aggies are getting ready to run down and get themselves 2 or 3 at that end, but they cough it up and find Carlos Johnson on that left wing for the 3. They needed that one to stay close to this team.
Aggies lead by 6. Near side, Gilliard for 3. Big loft, big rebound. Climbing up is the big man. And the Aggies. All right, Coachea underneath. Brown tries to pick it up. Aggies will have possession.
Look at this one more time here. Laver goes underneath there, and he gets himself a little bucket inside. And then I love this little kick out to Carlos Johnson, who sends it home.
The Aggies, 2 games, 29 threes against the Lopes. Just 1 of 12 here so far.
Blackshear back in this game too, Barry. You know, he's been under the weather, so they're probably going to monitor his minutes in the first half so he can finish strong down the stretch.
All right, Coachea lost it twice. He kicks it out. He's still got a second chance to put it home, though. Man, he's relentless, as is this Aggies team, man. They just don't give up.
We just haven't seen a team move so fast. The Lopes aren't used to the speed on offense in which the Aggies can play.
Brown. All picked off. I don't know if he's going for Laver or mixed up. Aro Coachea puts it home.
What a break. I mean, that's getting the turnover and getting it down to the offensive end, lickety split. I'm sorry, Barry. They got that stop that they wanted the previous time down the floor, but the turnover was costly. Give up another bucket inside in transition.
Lopes just haven't hit that gear that the Aggies started with. Johnson, that's going to be off the mark. Laver reaching over.
Go back to this New Mexico State Aggies fast break. I don't even know if fast is the right word. I mean, look at this long pass down the floor. Turn it into the dunk.
Fast and furious.
And Kate Longworth here. It is an 8-point game, and in just over 3 minutes, I'll be checking in with head coach Dan Marley to get his thoughts on how the Lopes have come out. They were down 10-0, leading early in this game, but staging a comeback. What will it take to get the victory in the second half? I'll find out from the man with the answers.
Forward to that as Coach Marley comes off the floor. So far, don't anticipate he's going to be really pleased.
Well, not on the defensive end, because he didn't want to give up any layups, so he went to that little matchup zone, and then the second chance baskets, not being able to rebound out of that zone has really hurt him.
Gilliard stops, drills back out. Orokochea lost the handle, but it went right back into Gilliard's hand. Little floater and in.
Well, you're just saying how they were struggling from the outside. Then they knock in the triple, push that advantage to double figures.
Back to 11 for the Aggies. The fans are loving it here. They've made the trip over.
I was just in Las Cruces yesterday driving through. I should have spiked their Gatorade bucket or something the way these guys came out in the locker room tonight.
Johnson, long distance, short. Nobody home except for McCants.
Yeah, exactly. They're getting 2 and 3 guys on the offensive board. The Lopes can't get 2 guys to go each time.
Price for McCants. Queen beyond the arc. Looked inside, didn't find anybody. Driving around the corner and underneath is McCants, kisses it off the glass.
A little pick and roll on the perimeter, and they were able to attack inside, find the help side defenders, man, cutting to the basket. 7-0 run.
Blackshear, bounce pass into Labor. Oh, they're good at this.
Well, they got Ollie Labor for an offensive foul down there. That's going to be his second personal foul, so he's going to have to spend the rest of the half on the bench. Let's see if this is an offensive foul. He lowers that left shoulder into him, no doubt. They've been letting the bigs play, so that's one where Labor maybe has to get to the side of number 15's body and not so much square between the letters and the numbers.
Yeah. Orokochea has been Alessandro Labor's kryptonite.
Yeah.
Ron just smiling.
Yeah,
he knows exactly what he did.
Yeah, he frustrates Labor. Labor's having a good game tonight, but he knows he's going to have a couple plays where he'll frustrate Labor. He turns it over there, though.
Yeah, he did. He tried to do a little too much with it after getting double teamed. Kick back out. Brown, wide open look. Too heavy. Jenkins, put back, hoop and a harm. Queen came up over the top.
Yeah, took a play out of New Mexico State's playbook of getting on that offensive glass. Doobie Jenkins right there to the front of the rim, outworks everybody, hustles up there, kicks the contact and finishes underneath. Bench loves it. They had mentioned how good Brown has been last 8 games from the field, shooting nearly 49% from 3, but not able to get that one to go. We've got to get hot here if the Lopes are going to stay close in this one.
Lopes with 8 second chance points. Queen took a seat. Orokochea took a seat. Robert, Brown, Gilliard in the corner. Rice, McCants, kick back out. Long 3, good. Brown.
Great ball movement, swinging it from side to side, unselfish with the basketball. A couple players passed up shots to get their teammate a better look.
Inside, Lorenzo Jenkins. Up over the top, Isaiah Brown. Line by Brown. Terrell, stop, floater, good. Isaiah Brown.
There's Brown. Maybe that'll be the shot that gets him going. With Labor on the bench, they need another score. Carlos Johnson and Blackshear can't do it by themselves.
Text Win the WAC to 602-639-8979. Enter your name, where you're watching from. You'll be randomly entered in to be selected, perhaps, to receive a couple of tickets to the WAC tournament. Starts March 11th for the men.
That's what I'm talking about. Getting a body on somebody, forcing them outside, making them come up over the back, getting that foul. Only the third foul for the Aggies. We're under 40 seconds to play. So no free throws on the other end. Aggies do a good job playing solid defense without foul. I got to give this New Mexico State team a lot of credit here in this first half. They did not come out lackadaisical out of that locker room. They are ready to play. Coach Jans had his team fired up.
Oh, they love playing here. In fact, they've loved playing a lot of places. They haven't lost since, what, December 14th against New Mexico? Brown drives. Goes off of Gilliard.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see if they put another second back on this shot clock, because the shot clock expired. Oh, they're not going to put extra second on there. I thought they might put a half second. There was just a moment there before the ball went off a fan and the shot clock expired, but they're not going to give the Lopes the ball back. 8.6 seconds left to go in the half.
Queen back in the game. One guy's in the game. Got a hand on that. Trying to work on McCants. Shot clock. Put it back, but it's expired.
Nice job by the big guy coming over and protecting the rim.
Man, Jans comes out with this lead. He's still firing up. And Gilliard. Let's set it down to Kate.
Thank you, guys. Well, Coach, obviously Aggies riding a strong record, came out here, established the intensity. What did you see play out from your team, and what do you got to do the second half?
Too many second chance points for them. They're killing us on the boards, which is what they do. Not doing a bad job, too much penetration, but when the ball goes up, we got to go get the rebounds out of our area, and we're not doing that.
What will be your message to the team at the break?
Got to play harder, tougher. Got to stop them from getting second chance points. Then we got to keep throwing the ball to Ali on the roll, and he's got to finish strong.
All right, thank you very much. Alessandro Labra, leader of this team, did run into some foul trouble to end that first half. Hopefully he and the young freshman Javon will be ready to go here in the second half. As we leave you here at the break right now, the Aggies with the 37-25 lead over GCU. But we're just getting started with our GCU halftime show. We'll be right back with more.
You do a lot of.
I got that satellite radio. What I did, I got the satellite radio. I got turned. I guess it had turned off. My subscription that's expired or something like that. So I got that. I got that activated, and I listened to that Kevin Hart radio station and just laughed for hours. that comedy station is hilarious.
We're underway. Lopes fans remain on their feet, of course, till the home team hits a bucket. Took him a little while in that opening half. Labor turns, trying to fire.
First miss of the night. They went right to the big fella. He was 4 for 4. I would see why that was a good number to call coming out of that locker room.
Rice, short, loose ball. Back out McCann. Saved by
second half, same theme. Getting on that offensive glass, getting those second chance opportunities.
Rice, 10 on the shot clock. Moves right. Back out. McCants looks for three. He can hit. Another loose ball. This time it's picked up by Blackshear. Up for Johnson. Out to Blackshear. He motions Johnson. Give him a little bit of.
Johnson got too much down there on that block. He lifted his arm up, used his right arm to try to clear out space. He'd been fine if he'd kept that right arm and elbow down, but once you start lifting it up to shoulder height, watch this elbow come up right here. Officials are going to call that one.
Gilliard to his right. Queen. Back to Gilliard. Bounce pass. McCants kicked out. Gilliard looks to drive. Baseline. Swoops around. Near side. Long three. That's off the mark. But who's there? Hey, Auro Koachea. That doesn't go, but they get another rebound. They get a hoop and a harm. Why not? Rice puts it in.
Don't mean to beat a dead horse, but if you can't defend your backboard, you're in for a long night. And just the second and third opportunities, welding that total up now to 14 offensive rebounds. They got more offensive rebounds than they got defensive rebounds in this game.
It's hard not to think that a lot of this, obviously, you know, is matchups, but man, it's just outworking. It's just having some pride.
Yeah, I mean,
and working, bringing your lunch pail, right?
Sure, and that's what we talked about in this
how you coach
home cooking. Well, they're an athletic group, so right now they're an athletic group that is fired up to play. Yeah. And so they're and they're just like you said, they are out hustling the Lopes for those balls. One, and they're two that they're just faster to getting to those balls. Laver's trying to do all he can down there. He put a body on one guy, and then another guy comes in and snags the ball. Uh-oh, errant pass.
One guy up over the top. I don't know why Laver shouldn't be feeding Louis Bungai the ball. Probably some better options for scoring. Like the opening half, Lopes fans having some problems taking a seat.
Yeah, well, it's 10-0 to start this game, and Lopes were able to claw back into it and kept it within striking distance, but it's at 15 now. If they go down 18 to 20 points, I don't know if they got enough to come back and win this basketball being that far down to this Aggies team. They're just too good.
Oro Kochea, McCants, kick back out, man, ball movement. Queen puts it down at the free throw line. That rings around, and a rebound again picked up by the Aggies. From the corner, short, rebound.
We got Mikey Dixon reaching in. Their bench is fired up. They realize the amount of energy their teammates are playing with, and that becomes infectious. So then anybody else that comes into the game realize, I'm gonna have to stay on this floor. I gotta play as hard as the guy I just replaced.
Green to Gilliard. Quickly in the corner, Queen for three. Smooth as silk.
What nice job finding the guy for the short porch three-point shot out of the corner. 6-0 run to start this second half.
Johnson looks for three. Short, pushed back out. Queen able to get it. Gilliard. Queen drives, kicks back out. Gilliard, McCants beyond the arc. Swips around. Oro Kochea, kick back out. Driving, Gilliard floats. Not there, rebound, Laver pulls it down.
That was a must stop. I just felt that was a must stop defensively right there. As the Aggies are trying to go for the knockout blow here in this first half.
Laver, floater, short.
I think they got Queen underneath there, boxing out. Is that
McCants?
Oh, it's McCants. Sorry, it was McCants underneath there. Bungai did a nice job getting himself to the weak side of that glass. And then McCants just rode him out of to the baseline when he was up in the air. Good job by Bungai, doing a nice job getting on that offensive glass, getting an extra possession.
Laver. McCants takes a seat with two personal fouls. Dixon. Eyed by Brown. Bobbitt's going to be called.
I like that. Mikey Dixon coming off of that high pick and roll can make some good things happen because you got the pop with Laver from behind the three-point arc, or Dixon have ability to get to the basket. I'd like to see them set that up where Dixon can come to his strong right-hand dribble rather than going back to the left. I think he's better going right than he is left.
Johnson leaves for Blackshirt. Bobbitt comes out. Stops, pops. Big rebound. Rice turns and runs. Stops. Brown. In and out. Rebound. Oro Kochea. Gilliard. Inside. Oro Kochea doesn't go, but the putback does by the Aggies. Rice.
Third attempt, they get the tip at the rim and get it back up and in. 20-point deficit for the Lopes. They got no answers to be able to stop anybody from rebounding that ball.
Grief. Bungai got a loose ball.
The Bungai's coming in here and giving them some good minutes here. Got a block shot at the end of the half. Got a chance to get an offensive rebound, and then that one down there, just kind of Johnny on the spot, picked that ball up off the floor to have another chance. But they have got to do a better job defending their backboard.
15:51 to go. 45-25. The Aggies on top. In West Phoenix, on the campus of Grand Canyon University. And the first place Aggies are showing everybody why they have won 16 in a row. Out to a 45-25 lead here, second half. It took 4:07 off of the tip for the Lopes to get their first score in the opening half. It's 4:09 and counting. Offensive rebound margin 18-6. Favor of the Aggies.
Yeah, they got more offensive rebounds than the Lopes have total rebounds in this basketball game right now. And they're just doing a good job on that glass. Oh, I'm sure he was going to get these free throws to go in so these Lopes fans could have a seat.
Just 3 of 6 from the line this season. Louis Bungai.
One of those nights.
One of those crazy nights. Bobbitt. Buchanan. Rice. Ore, Coachea. Kick back out. 5 on the shot clock. He's got to move. Way back out. He's got to throw it up. He does. Short. Shot clock violation. Buchanan got it off.
Well, that's great defense. I mean, we've seen the Lopes several times tonight to play great defense for 29 and a half seconds, only to give up offensive rebounds. This time, they couldn't give up the offensive rebound because the ball never hit the rim. So, I mean, they've done the job on the first possession defensively. It's just not being able to get that board has killed them.
Kick back out. Lopes still looking for their first bucket here in the second half. Swarmed is Labor. Back out. Blacksher drives. Foul.
Yeah, blocked that time. Blacksher does a nice job catching that ball out of the pass out of the post and not settling for the outside shot. That's the Aggies want you to do. They want you to shoot those outside shots. And Blacksher said, I'm just going to drive it right in here and get some contact. They're doing a better job getting the Aggies to foul them. They already have more fouls here in the first 5 minutes and 5 seconds than they got in the whole first half.
The Aggies have 18 more field goal attempts than the Lopes. Johnson stops, floater. Not gonna happen. Derek Donnins, our stellar stat man here. It's reminding me they're hitting 39%. The Aggies, 39%.
Yeah, well, if you're getting 18 more shots, though, that's how you get that extra advantage.
I was shocked by that.
Yeah, they're not killing it from the outside. No. Logan Lopes' initial defense, like we said, it has been good. Right now, really struggling to find anything offensively, though. Carlos Johnson with a tough shot, and then Glaber comes back the next time down the floor with a long-distance three he couldn't get to go.
Left hand, not there. Labor pulled down the rebound.
See if they can get something in transition. First break or secondary break, maybe a pick and roll, pick and pop with Labor.
In the corner, Johnson.
Oh, he walked.
Oh, goodness gracious. Jiminy crickets, googly, moogly.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours sometimes, and you're really struggling like Carlos Johnson was struggling in that first half. And just haven't visualized that ball going through the basket much, that it's real tough to get it going.
Little pressure here. The Aggies bring it up. Bobbitt. Back out. Buchanan takes it back from McCants. Buchanan looking to drive in. Back out to Queen beyond the arc. Leaves from McCants. Turns. Does a little pirouette. Leaves for Buchanan. High off the glass and a hoop and a harm. Isaiah Brown's going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, that's
high fives all around the Aggies bench.
That's the one that will drive Coach Marley mad. That one where the ball is out of the three-point line and is driven from one side of the floor right down the heart of the defense, and then a ticky-tack weak foul on the driver that actually doesn't cause them to lose control of the basketball, and they're just able to put the ball up to the glass and they get the and one finish. We saw a ton of those when the Lopes coming off of that road trip. They're just giving up easy and one situations underneath, and they had been working on that a lot in practice, taking on the challenge of that one-on-one defense, but it just hasn't shown up here tonight for the Lopes.
Remarkable that Utah Valley had the lead late against these Aggies, and it took a banked-in three-pointer by Jabari Rice to win it. Utah Valley 5-9, and folks can fight. Take a seat. Oh, they're dogs are barking.
I'm going to sit down too. I've been standing up since halftime, waiting for the Lopes to get a score, and I could take a seat as well.
7 minutes it took.
Of course, I don't think these Havocs ever sit down.
No, they don't. Bounce pass underneath, with no doubt about it.
Oh, what a great interior passing. The Aggies are having some fun tonight. The bench is going crazy. The players are slapping high fives, and why not? They're working so hard. They should enjoy the effort that they're putting in there. It's resulting in some really good basketball.
Dixon step back and good three. Yeah, the Havocs. They give it 100,000%.
Yeah, they brought the energy tonight. Yep. Unfortunately, the Lopes are overmatched in this one.
Team needs to match the intensity, the effort. Pride. Driving. Buchanan off the glass. Dusted Blackshear. Right left hand and kissed it.
Yeah, I think Blackshear was anticipating him coming off and going down the right side of that floor, but a little inside-out dribble. He gained an advantage, and they are so good at finishing at the rim.
Jenkins leaves for Brown. Oh, there's a couple of hops there. Lost the ball. Brown's going to drive. Underneath. Finally a foul. Well, he's pumped up. Look at that. Dixon hits the three. Lopes way behind the Aggies.
We're having fun. We can sit down and take the game to end, guys. But Frankie, you've been all around town lately. First of all, congratulations. You've gotten married, and I've seen you at Coyotes games. You've obviously been out here at Lopes, honored as a Havoc. What keeps bringing you back to these GCU games?
I mean, I didn't go to school. I didn't go to college, so I don't have a specific tie like that. But I love coming to the GCU games. They're so much fun. You know, I don't know. I just have so much fun here, and they've kind of welcomed me in, you know, and I really enjoy it. So I want to come to every game. We're talking about going up to the tournament next week or in a few weeks, so we can watch them there too. So.
All right, well, we all know anything can happen in March, guys, and I'm guessing if the Lopes want to punch their ticket to the dance, well, they might be having to go through this Aggies team in March as well.
Oh, no doubt about that, Kate.
No doubt.
I was digging Christian Fisher's hat you were interviewing there. He's wearing a hat from El Dorado Golf Club down in Cabo, one of the nicest courses in Cabo.
Oh,
I wonder if he's a member. I got to see if I can finagle myself around down there.
That is so blatant. El Dorado Golf Course. The beautiful El Dorado.
Kate, tell him I want to go play golf down there with him. Yeah, that's right.
Scott Williams is challenging you to a game of golf. You know, after the season, after a playoff run, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, whenever you let me know the time and place, I'm a 2 handicap. So.
Oh my! Well, that just means I get lots of strokes then. I'm going to play as a 16.
GCU has a great golf course.
Yeah, speaking of March, that's when the Coyotes will look to ratchet up as they push towards the end of the regular season in early April. Hopefully get their goaltending back healthy. Kemper looks like he's back now, and hopefully Taylor Hall can help.
You know more about, yeah, you know about those. I haven't followed the hockey a whole lot this year, but I know they were doing really good right around the All-Star break. So
yeah, some injuries.
A lot of these hockey players play golf good. I played at with Brett Hull a lot up at Gaza Ranch
too, right?
in Idaho. Yeah, he's like a 1 or a 2. I've never seen a guy hit a 3-wood as good as Brett Hull could hit a 3-wood.
Dan Quinn was a former player that used to win a lot of tournaments after his playing days were over. But you're right, I don't know what it is.
It's got something with that slap shot motion, yeah, to getting that stick back down to the puck, but translate getting that club back down to the ball. And they hit it a country mile too.
Yeah,
not only just hit it good, crush it up there. Wayne Gretzky's not that great though. Not in golf.
Not
he's not that great.
He is called the great one.
He's about a 14-15 handicap at golf.
Coach Jans, man, does he ever crack a smile? I think he probably saves that for the labor. Put it home with authority. A little bit of attitude there.
Yeah! The red biscuits on that one.
I think the Lopes needed that a little bit earlier here, though.
I love this. That's one thing I've always said the Lopes are so good at, these BOBs, these baseline out of bounds plays. Gets the Aggies a half step slow. That's put them on a poster, that dunk.
Quick ball movement. Tried to put it in there, McNair, but it doesn't go.
He tried to return the favor on Labor, didn't he?
Long distance, picked up by Blackshear. We're seeing players like McNair in the game. You see a lot of minutes. Averages about 8 a game, but he's seen some extended time here with this lead.
Yeah, he got that big lead. They're trying to rest some players down the stretch, make sure that they're fresh for the last couple games of the regular season on into the tournament. But one thing Kate was right about, sometimes you can whoop a team at 20-plus points during the regular season and you face them in the tournament and you get beat. I told you the story. I was on a North Carolina team that went 14-0 in the regular season. We beat NC State by an average of 20 points, and we lost to them in the championship game to spoil our perfect season.
Underneath, Labor again with the reverse kiss off the glass. I would say that I could see how you say that, but it kind of did that narrative a year ago.
Well, maybe the second time's the charm. Yeah, last time they did get beat by 30 in the championship game. That was no point.
Pay much attention to that.
Well, I tell you what, you know, we were a younger North Carolina team. We had our T.D. Smith was our senior, but for the most part, we were a pretty young team. J.R. Reed was a freshman. I was a freshman, and we came in thinking, oh, they're going to roll over for us. We're going to beat us by 20. They upset Duke to get to the championship game. All of a sudden, we weren't ready to play. And Labor's come out of this timeout. He's been ready to play. He got 6 quick points since the last break. 15 points on the night on 7 of 10 shooting. So that's one guy that's never going to quit. Mentioned him becoming the second all-time leading scorer now for the GCU men's D1 basketball team.
Rafe Curtis in the game.
Yeah, Rafe again. Yeah, Rafe started the last game out on the road.
Johnson's not in the game.
Yeah, you're calling off the dog, realizing they're down by 22. We heard 8 minutes to go. No sense to anybody hurt. Last 2 games will be important as they still fight for a playoff seat or tournament seeding.
I don't want to put undue pressure on a player, but Carlos Johnson pretty much carried the load in the first 2 games of the Western Athletic Conference tournament a season ago, and they can ill afford to have 5 points and sitting on the bench for Carlos Johnson here down the stretch.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to help lead this team alongside Alessandro Labor, and he's got to take a little bit more of a leadership, take a little bit more of a, I mean, he's an upperclassman, and he's got to lead this team.
Yeah.
He's got to rally these guys.
Yeah, and lead them offensively. You don't always have to have a great night offensively. It would be nice, but he's got to do some of the other things.
Right.
0 points, 0 rebounds in the first half as well. Didn't have any assists. So if you're not scoring, you got to do other things to launch other guys to get them going, and he wasn't able to do that. Now this Aggies team, they're a different breed.
Right.
It's tough. probably start hanging his head a little bit, but you're right. You got to have that mental toughness when you're not going well for you to make sure that you get the other 4 guys fired up. Make sure that they're still playing hard to compete.
Gilliard with a floater. Rebound. Okpo. Under 8 minutes to go. Brown brings it up. Near side. Leaves for Blackshirt. Curtis. Pass was about to be picked off by Terrell Brown. It goes out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. 56-36. The Aggies have been in control of this game from the opening tip as they come in here and try to win their 3rd straight here in Phoenix and their 17th straight overall. As now you talk about momentum going into a tournament, is there, besides Dayton, I don't know if there's a team in the country that is on a roll like New Mexico State is right now.
No, there really isn't. I mean, Baylor was playing good, and they got upset by Kansas. But the way this team is playing, their laser focus, I don't see anybody beating them until they get to the big dance. But like I say, you never know. You could always have an off night. Lopes could finally find the 3rd time be the charm in the conference tournament.
Well, one guy, one shining star, at least here tonight, and he's had his issues against New Mexico State, is Alessandro Lever. He's got 15, you mentioned. He's 7 of 10 from the field. Yeah,
he's done a nice job of mixing up the outside game and the inside game, and we said that was one of the things he'd have to do. He has a really tough defender on him and plays him physical. He only had 5 points last time versus New Mexico State, so you know he wanted to have a better showing tonight, and he did.
Well, for every 3-point shot throughout the season that GCU makes, Canyon State Credit Union gracious enough to make a donation to the Students Inspiring Student Scholarship. For more information, go to giving.gcu.edu. Great program, the Students Inspiring Student Scholarship. It is a log jam underneath New Mexico State in the Western Athletic Conference. The Lopes, no doubt, will drop to 7-7. They got UTRGV here on Saturday. They close out against Bakersfield. So that game on Saturday is critical. We hope that you visit GCU Arena, support the Lopes as they close it out, the regular season. Seattle U is right there as well. And then you look at KC at 6-7, Bakersfield at 5-8. Surprisingly, Utah Valley 5-9.
Yeah,
they gave these guys everything they could handle here. The Aggies, as I mentioned, had to hit that bank 3-pointer by Rice to win it.
That's what I'm talking
about.
There
you go. There you go.
That's what I'm talking about. You never know any given night. I thought tonight was going to be a close one, too. I thought the Lopes would be down to the half and down big in the second half, but that they would make a run. I just didn't see them down by 20.
Brown's shot in and out. Buchanan brings it up.
You know, Chicago State played New Mexico State close for a half as well before falling down and losing by double digits. But it can be done, but it won't be done if you can't control the rebound. If you're going to get smashed on the glass, you've got no chance against this team.
Okpo puts it home with authority. He just stepped up and shot it.
Yeah, Bryce Okpo, this is a guy we talked about him at the beginning of the season. He was supposed to be red-shirted, and all of a sudden found himself getting minutes. He had 9 points off the bench. The only 9 points off the bench for the Lopes at Utah Valley. So he's gaining confidence as this season has been progressing. He's getting better and better.
Blackshirt brings it up. Okpo, bounce pass, Lever, tries baseline, reverse, off the glass.
Yeah, at what point in time do you think about sitting Lever down? I know that coach has got hit. I got to have somebody out there that can store that ball, but if anything was to happen to Lever, he's already got wearing a sleeve on that right knee. He's played 30 minutes tonight, got himself a nice scoring outing. Maybe it might be time in the next time out to say, okay, time for you to ice those legs down.
Tip back, Rice. Okpo in front of the Lopes bench. Kicks back out. Curtis moves right, bounce pass to Brown, and a nice one. Hoop and a harm.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was well executed by Rafe Curtis. That's one where they've gone to the dribble handoff 2-3 times, and now they think they're going to go to the dribble handoff again, and then your teammate just snaps it off and goes back door. Rafe Curtis with one hand. Nice bounce pass. Right? Yeah, bounce pass.
Came right up, right where it needed to be.
Yep, right away from the defender's arms and hands where he can't get to it. And he brought the ball right up where Brown can pick it up off the ground and go in and lay it up. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to finish that off with the 3-point plays. He missed a free throw. Lopes struggled from the free throw line tonight.
5 of 9.
Uncharacteristic. They're one of the top, in the top 50 in the nation from the 3-point line, and they really struggled here.
McCants and Brown playing catch. Moves right this time. Buchanan. Possession arrow, jump ball.
Just take that one possession there offensively for the Aggies. How quickly they can get the ball from the top of the floor, out above the 3-point line and down a lane, either the right lane or the left lane, before the defense has a chance to come over and help out.
Quick shot by Rice. Money.
They are deep.
Rice with 16. Leading the way. Brown stops. Floater. Short. Rice with the rebound. Under 5 to go. Quickly up. Picked off. Labor. Okpo got a hand on it as well.
Yeah, nice job by Okpo getting back in transition after that missed shot. I mean, he didn't try to jog between the 3-point lines. He sprinted between the 3-point lines, got in position, turn around to knock that ball away.
Oro Koachea takes a seat. Bobbitt comes back in. Cants, after he twisted that ankle up, still on the court with a commanding lead.
The Thunder just gave the Havoc section a popcorn shower here. About 3 rows.
Very nice.
3 rows got drenched in buttery popcorn.
Okpo called for the foul. Actually, McCants. So Okpo's going to go to the line.
one more time there, coming from the second level. There was a sniper attack. Yeah, Thunder up on the second level with a whole plastic bag full of popcorn.
That's not nice. Smells good, though. I can smell it up here. It's
making me hungry.
I am really hungry.
Stopping at the convenience store on the way back for a block of that white cheddar. That's the stuff I like.
White cheddar, you like that?
Oh, yeah. Only got about 1,000 calories a bag. So good.
Why does all the good tasting stuff have so many calories? Can anybody figure this out?
Cheesecake doesn't have any calories.
Cheesecake doesn't?
No.
Are you kidding me?
You didn't know that?
Oh, goodness. What have I done? I thought there was fat in it. In the corner again. Doesn't go. Curtis got a hand on it. 3:48 to go. The Aggies on top 65-43, looking to extend their unbeaten streak to 17.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going up there myself. Yeah, the UTRGV right now is struggling with Bakersfield. They're down 29-17 with 5.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Crazy.
So they may be coming off a loss. The Lopes coming off a loss. Both teams will be fired up to get a win.
Oh, I'm sorry, but right out of that break, Sean Williams drains it. Sean seeing some minutes, averages about 15 a game. Okpo. Brown drives.
There's a nice, decisive move by Brown to take that one hard to the hole. And this was an opportunity for him to go ahead and try to finish at the basket. He has the ability to shoot the floater, and I think sometimes he relies on that floater a little too much rather than just driving that one all the way in there and saying, you're going to block my shot, I'm going to get the layup, or you're going to foul me. And I like when he's got that mentality that I'll just take it all the way in there, especially in a game where you've been kind of struggling offensively to get any points. You got to go in there and just say, I accept the challenge, let's just see what happens.
McCants has 4 personal fouls. Aggies bring it up. Bobbitt. Rice plays catch with Buchanan. Rice loses a handle on the floor. Okpo leaves for Isaiah Brown. 3 minutes to go. Brown in the paint, stops, pops, good. Isaiah Brown.
Isaiah Brown starting to heat up back-to-back drives to the basket. Got 9 points now in this basketball game.
Bobbitt, Rice, Williams. Step back, loose ball.
Good job by Rafe Curtis that time. He had to fight through a screen, pick a player up on the other side as he's driving, recovering. He's a lot longer than he appears out on the floor. Sometimes he's got a real long wingspan and is able to challenge that shot without fouling.
Raver's going to check out. One guy checks back in. McNair in for the Aggies. Rice will take a seat.
I like what Coach Marley did right there. He spent a little extra time with Laver coming by the sidelines, patting him on the back end, a little talking to him, just said, hey, listen, don't worry about this one. We got another big one on Saturday, or something to that effect, I'm sure. Good work tonight. We'll come back and get them next time.
Again, the Aggies grab the rebound.
And that's just good coaching right there. I can't do anything about this one, but I can make sure my player's ready to come back and perform the next time he puts on a dry uniform.
McNair kicks back out. Shot clock violation. McNair gets the stare down. Man, he's intense, man. 20-point lead, coach. Come on. Coaching them up on that end, too. You can't make those mistakes, right?
No,
the farther they go, the more games they win.
Yeah, I mean, this Aggies team, I mean, they're setting records every time they take the floor and they get a conference win in the WAC. I mean, they're a tough bunch. So there's no sense in crying over spilt milk. This one's over and done with. You can learn something from how they approach this game and how hard they play. I know that we talked about it in the keys of the game. They're not as talented as this team, but they got outworked by this team. That you made a point to say that in the first half, and that's something that you can't let happen. You can go out there and compete. All those second chance points, those offensive rebounds, those are those types of things that you can stop. You were playing great defense, and you give up a second and a third offensive rebound. That means that they're outworking you. And then you can take pride in that. So you can learn from what they did. So next time you go on the floor, you make sure it doesn't happen.
You can't coach effort, though, right? I mean, can you coach effort? I mean, you gotta. That comes within. That's an intestinal fortitude. I mean, that's an attitude within the player.
That's a pride factor. That's the players getting together and having some leadership in that locker room and saying, we will never ever let that happen again. And you got to have leaders in that locker room that will do that, because the coach can draw up the plays and put you in the right spot offensively, but when that shot goes up, now it's on the players to go out there and go get that ball.
Bobbitt elected to just shoot.
What's our stat guy's last name? What's Jared's last name? He's over here flashing me stats that the Lopes are on a 7-0 run.
Excuse me?
He must be crazy right now.
They are, actually, over the last 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Try spelling that, Donans.
I won't even take a stab at that one.
Brown at the line.
Oh, I think I might have jinxed it.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Blame this one on Scott.
Well, one thing that didn't help at all is that before the game, I normally try to go out there and I shoot a half-court shot.
Yeah.
And every time I make that half-court shot, the Lopes have never lost. Well, tonight I tried 10 of them tonight to make sure I could try to get one down. I couldn't make not one for 10. So I will take a little credit for not being able to do my part.
Hope these guys are okay.
They get twisted up and going up for that board.
That was effort right there, Isaiah.
Is that Brown going in there? Yeah. Man, fifth-year senior. Yeah, look at that. Look at those guys out there battling for that ball. I like that.
Oh, his left arm wrapped
Final
around
minute
there.
of the game, and they're out there scrapping. Just needed more of that in the first half.
Under a minute to go. Lopes are going to drop to 7-7 in the conference. One guy underneath, stopped by McNair. McNair sprints up the court. Buchanan kicks out in the corner. Off the side of the backboard. Oakpole leaves for Mikey Dixon. Dixon drives. Little floater. Good.
That should do it. I don't believe Aggies will shoot anymore as the shot clock has been turned off on this one. They'll take this one back to Las Cruces with them. They earned this victory out here on the road.
So we'll dribble things out. The Aggies will go to 23-6, 14-0 in the conference, 8-3 away from Las Cruces. And sweep the season series against the Lopes. The final score, 67-53. We'll step aside, wrap things up from GCU Arena in Phoenix after we take this timeout.